welcome back to episode 19 of the Elevations Style podcast.
Yes.
I'm your host Phil, and I'm with Brendon as usual. Episode 19, pal.
Woo!
Nearly at the 20.
Yeah, this 20 mark, 20 is actually my favourite number.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mine is 27. It's my birthday, so we're a little bit off the 27, but we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Today's episode, let's vibe, drink coffee, and talk about patterns, colours, and illusions in fashion.
Okay.
Now, when I was asked about this or saw this title, I was like, illusions in fashion? What's going on here? You're trying to trick me?
Yeah. No, because now when you think about it, it's like, whenever we look at something like this, like a psychological effect, so now we want to start using that to our advantage. Yeah. So whenever we're dressing up.
Well, yeah, this kind of fascinates me because, as I said, I study psychology. I have a degree in psychology.
Yes, you do.
So stuff like this does fascinate me. Obviously, I wouldn't be in tune with illusions in fashion. So I suppose this is where Brendon's going to come in. So first, Brendon, what are some patterns, colours, and illusions in style and fashion guys need to know to help them elevate their style?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. So we'll jump into it straight away. So you guys have probably heard of the vertical, the horizontal, blah 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 blah. But firstly, we did a YouTube. Actually, man, this YouTube video is doing well. The 5 types of body shapes. I think this has now the most views on Elevation Style. So whenever we're doing consultations, I usually send guys over that video to have a look, and then you need to know the body shape that you have. Well, of course, I can look first, if I see you face to face, or if I look at your picture, I can kind of tell the kind of body shape you have. But most people these days, filters and all. And then, but you as a guy, you need to know, we'll go through them: inverted triangle, trapezoid, oval, or rectangle. So these are the 5 body shapes that you need to know. So if, for example, I'll take you, Philo, as an example. So you're a little bit skinnier. So for you, we would want to give you okay. So since you're a rectangle body shape, we want to give you a little bit of bulk. So what we're doing with this is just we're giving your body proportion. So that's the whole point of illusions, and then the colors, the whole effect of this. So we want to give a person's body proportion, and we want, when a person first sees you, they should just be able to look up and down instead of getting stuck at one position. So for my guys for you, you're a rectangle, it's kind of good. If we give you bulk, then people are just going to look at you up and down. But if we give you too much of a skinnier layer, then people will focus on how skinny you are. So we want to give you proportion. For my guys who have an oval body shape, this is why I'm always telling you that you need to wear more monochromatic outfits, and they should be wearing more vertical lines. So of course, your horizontal, your vertical, because the vertical lines, this is just going to draw the eye up and down. Because if you have an oval body shape, it's going to focus on your oval, which is your midsection. This is your weakness. That's basically a pattern and illusion. And then the more vertical elements you use, the greater the elongating and the slimming effect. So that's why you hear people which say bigger people should wear vertical straps, and if for yourself, Philo, I'll give you more horizontal straps because they'll make you look wider. It'll stretch you out, it'll make you look bigger.
Makes sense,
And there's actually a guy in work who's doing that. A guy who I work with right now, he's in the gym. He started going to the gym, and I've been telling him to wear more horizontal patterns. And then he actually had a t-shirt that was horizontal. It makes him look a little bit bigger, and now he's putting on muscle, so it makes him look even bigger. So it really suits him, you get me? But now we have the horizontal, vertical, the body shapes. Guys, go watch the YouTube video. It really goes into detail about this. But now if we're looking into the meanings of colors in fashion, this is where now things get really interesting. So we all know colors, but every color has a psychological meaning. Well, I couldn't get most colors in here, but I'll give you the main colors and the effects that these have on people. So for example, we have red. Red attracts the most attention, is associated with strong emotions, danger, love, passion. Then next we're gonna have orange. So orange is encouragement, optimism, self-confidence. When people look at orange, they usually think of enthusiasm, rejuvenation. Next is yellow. Yellow is basically for intellect, resonating with creativity. And when people see yellow, they think of the sunshine. And then we're gonna have green. Green is always nature. So that's where you see the protest for, what's the name of that?
Green.
With that green.
Greenpeace and all that.
It's always green because it's nature, of course, man. Makes sense. And then blue is trustworthy, peace, confidence. Purple is royalty, imagination, spirituality, and then of course we're gonna have pink. Pink is compassion, sophistication, sweet. And then we're gonna have brown, dependable, rugged, trustworthy. Earth. Black, it can be security, dramatic, formality. And then we're gonna have white, which is clean, innocent, honest. So guys, it's just whenever you're putting on clothes, but this is for guys who really want to go into the deeper details. If you're putting on clothes and you want to start color blocking a few outfits, this will kind of have a psychological effect on people. So that's what you always hear. Like for myself, people now call me a personal stylist, but I refer to myself as an image consultant with this brand. So you always hear me saying, like, if you're going to an interview, wear things like blue, navy, and white because it symbolizes more formality and it symbolizes more confidence. And then if you're a girl, if you're out on a date, you should always wear like red lipstick because that's if you really like the guy, because that symbolizes passion. So you'll be drawn to your lips. So but these are just the psychological, the psychological tricks. Like
they make perfect sense.
Perfect sense. And then of course, if you're into nature, if you're doing a demonstration about the green plant, of course you have to wear green. And then if you're wearing orange, that's why whenever you see people wear black and orange, again we said that orange symbolizes self-confidence. I don't know, there's something about orange, black and orange, just symbolizes confidence.
I wear a lot of orange.
Yeah, orange. So
and a lot of people have said that to me. They're like, "Oh, you're real
confident for wearing orange." Exactly. But this is subconscious. Like people don't think about it first time, but this is the subconscious effect of colors and the illusions and the patterns, and that's basically it.
Yeah. I mean, look, it all makes sense. For example, in my work, I have I would wear a white shirt with an orange tie.
Yeah.
And I'm in a management position.
Yeah.
And it's just people are like, "Oh, that stands out." If you know what I mean, it kind of shows you mean business.
Yes.
You're confident in what you're doing.
It's the same the same for girls. Sorry to cut you off.
No, and I just as you said there, people have said that you look real confident and stuff like that, and it's just simple thing like an orange tie. Yeah, the white kind of symbolizes a kind of peaceful, approachable.
Approachable.
Talk to from staff, from customers, and stuff like that. So you have to think of both sides. You can be confident, but you also have to be approachable. So colours in that regard, you can't be overbearing. For example, if I went in and wore all red, I would imagine that that would be maybe a little bit overbearing with customers and stuff like that. That especially your customers say if they were looking for a row or if they were upset and you're wearing all red, a bit like how a bull charges that red.
The color red,
the color red because they get angry. It's like that for humans as well.
It's the passion, the anger, and but it's not even if you look at the general world, it's most companies now would use a blue symbol because it symbolizes trustworthy and confidence in the customer. And then even like you're saying with white, the bride has to wear white because it seems purity and all that. Innocence and stuff But even if we don't know it, psychologically the world portray a certain meaning for a color. And then for on dates, I recommend guys to be wearing, especially in I've done a video of a daytime date and nighttime date, of course, and then a podcast about this. But if you're a nighttime date, wear something like black or darker shades of colors because this symbolizes mystery. And that means a girl wants to get to know a little bit more about you.
You're not giving away too
much. Because let's be honest, these chicks, man, they do love a little bit of mystery. So of course. So but that's the whole point of this, so that but this is just going into the deeper final details. Of course, that's the whole point of the podcast. We go into the deeper details of the meaning of colors. Right now there's a cat coming up here, it has white, then it has brown, so but now after knowing the colors, you'll be like, oh yeah, so this cat white is purity, brown symbolizes earth, and that's basically it. So you definitely look at fashion out in a different light.
I mean, colours are a huge part of life in general, but when you put them to fashion, because they are a huge part of fashion.
So they are.
And it's good to know what different colors mean.
Yeah.
Because there is a psychological aspect to it.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
people haven't made this up. This
Yes.
has been going around for centuries.
Yes,
That, like, you know, purple is for royalty, for example.
Yes, yeah.
That's around years. Like, I mean, the bull thing has been around for years. You know, that, you know, the red cape and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So these things are tried and tested. So
Yes.
it's not like we're just making this up.
And as well, not even about colors, but we're talking about now the horizontal, the vertical, and the body shapes. Like, and then, like, now when I look at fashion, it's like, oh, you shouldn't. Okay, don't get me wrong. If you want to break, like, they say rules are meant to be broken. If you want to break the rules, that's fair enough. But I want my guys to be dressing their best, to be well respected. Like, you know, like, for example, like right now I am doing a couple of courses, like, you know, to really improve the brand. And the thing is, like, you need to tell a story. Like, you know, so the clothes you put on are telling a story. The colors you put on are telling a story. So what's your story? For me, the reason why I started this brand is because fashion was kind of like my escape. So I would be a little bit, not necessarily insecure, but a little bit too goofy. But that would be hiding a deeper insecurity. But then when I started digging deeper, I'd be like, oh, okay, fashion was my outlet. So that's why I want to help guys look their best. So sure, look, I'm not going to help everyone, but I'm going to help a specific kind of guy who went through the same thing I went through, and he wants to use fashion as his outlet. So that's the whole point of this thing. And then even manipulating your body shape. If you're a little bit overweight, how can we fix that? Or if you're a little bit too skinny, how can we fix that? Okay, you think you have the perfect body, but how can we make it look even more perfect? Yes, there's a way to fix that with clothes.
Yeah, exactly, big time. And as I said, color is a big part of that.
A big part of that as well.
So I mean, look, that's episode 19. It was a nice, short, quick one. We've touched on colors before in other episodes, but that was a more kind of psychological, in-depth, kind of version of it. Episode 20, we're gonna have a Q&A.
A Q&A, yes.
We've had one of these before, and they were good.
So I'll plug it up on the socials, because now we're getting a couple of more followers, so we'll see what questions come up now.
That'll be up on Instagram, Twitter, you know, whatever social media Brendon wants to use. And you just pop your questions to us over the last few episodes. Of course, you can find all episodes on all social media platforms and on YouTube, on the YouTube channel as well. And any questions you have, do throw them to us. More to Brendon than myself.
And guys, yes, with the consultations there, we are currently, well, there was a little bit of difficulties because two guys texted me up and then they said, can you come up and etc. So I just didn't have the time. So guys, I will try make time. I am trying my best. I never knew a lot of guys actually sign up for this, so definitely guys, keep in touch with us, bear with us. I will send you on the calendar the dates when I'm available, and then I will try and help you to the best of my ability. So if it's a wardrobe detox, or if it's a confidence, whatever the question is, guys, just make sure to hit us up on Instagram, and then we'll see what we can do. I will make time, I promise, because someone was giving out, so I will make time. Trust me.
So as Twanda said, he does have a full-time job. Look, that's it from us, from myself, Phil. I look forward to hearing your questions or posing your questions to Brendon. That's it from us on episode 19. Thank you again.
See you later, guys.